Welcome my good smelling friends, Ify here. Today I have 9 long-lasting summer fragrances for men. Well, I have more than just 9. I have one more honorable mention, which I didn't include in the top because it doesn't smell like a regular summer fragrance, and I think it could be worn during spring and fall maybe as well. It's Acqua di Parma. It's from the Blue Mediterraneo line, so it's definitely from their more fresher summer-like fragrances. And this is Mandorlo di Sicilia. It starts zesty and bright, but it dries down to a powdery, sweet almond fragrance. It's soft, that's why it can still be considered a summer fragrance, but it has this prominent vanilla sweetness with that powdery almond, which could be a bit too much for the summer. That's why it's just an honorable mention. But compared to the other Acqua di Parma Blue Mediterraneo fragrances, which don't last as long as this one lasts a long time and it projects in a soft way. At number 9 we have this one, which is Moschino Forever. I've shown you this fragrance in a couple of videos. I constantly keep saying that this is definitely an overlooked fragrance because it smells good, it's long lasting, it smells interesting, and in a unique way. It's not just a summer fragrance, could be used as an office scent, for example, because it's safe. It has an interesting combination of kumquat with star anise, which makes the fragrance citrusy, zesty and bright, and it has a tonka bean sweetness, which makes the fragrance long lasting. And overall I think it's a great summer choice. The next one at number 8, there's this one, which I keep showing you whenever I get the chance. This is Jovan White Musk for men, and I wanted to highlight that it's for men because this is actually a unisex scent. Could definitely be worn by women as well. But there's a white musk for women as well. So if you want to get this one, the one I'm talking about, it's the for men version. This, what can I say, a staple in the fragrance community. It smells very safe, fruity, clean, fruity, musky scent with a cologne concentration, but with at least eau de toilette performance, 8 hours on skin easily, constant projection, and the whiffs coming from this fragrance are super clean, super nice, clean, fruity and musky. Superb scent, super cheap, okay, very cheap still, and actually the cheapest in the list. The next one is a fragrance which I don't know how much it is available worldwide, but here in UK, not only it's a hidden gem, it's actually really cheap right now because the fragrances from this brand are discontinued and they are being cleared out and they are being sold for almost nothing. This one in particular, Lemon by Mary Greenwell. This is almost like a niche type of fragrance because Mary Greenwell is a makeup artist and she released her own fragrance line. That's why I'm saying it's something like more exclusive, niche-like. This one in fragrance shop here in UK, I've seen it being sold for around £6. So for £6, it's ridiculous. It's definitely a must buy. These used to cost much higher. I think they were about £80. For that price, maybe not worth it. But drop it under £50 and you get yourself a long-lasting, clean, lemon clean scent. And this is not the overly citrusy lemon. This is more like a fresh laundry, clean lemon type of scent. And it has an oak moss in the background, which gives the fragrance some maturity. It gives it a bit of an old school vibe, but also helps the fragrance push its performance. So this again, it's going to last at least 8 hours. It's going to project, and again, I've loved these fragrances which have a constant but soft projection, and especially if they are summer scents. Mary Greenwell, again, if you are living in the UK, look for these ones because they are selling right now very cheap. I think they are being cleared out. The next one we have at number 6, we have Loewe Solo Origami. This is a very unique scent, unique such as the original Loewe Solo. So if you like this one, I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one as well. Only that I have to warn you, this one is a bit more mature. It starts off very green. Okay, when I'm saying very green, this one is very green. It has basil and rosemary, also some citruses. It's spicy as well. But in the middle notes, you get a lot of lavender, and that's the point where this fragrance becomes more mature and it gets a bit of an aftershave like smell, that classic aftershave like smell, but it's still maintaining and retaining that aromatic green like feel from the rosemary and the basil. And again, the performance of this fragrance, it's really good. The projection, really good. Loewe Solo Origami at number 6. I think this one again definitely overlooked. We have a classic now and a staple again in the fragrance community, Nautica Voyage. This one again super cheap, still long lasting after at least one reformulation. Prominent apple note, sweet. I really can't pull this one off in the summer. I think that prominent apple note, it's too strong. I actually prefer wearing this in the colder days, but this is an aquatic scent. So if you like a cheap, strong aquatic scent, Nautica Voyage, it's still the one to go. And the next one, it's still a pretty close like smell with Nautica Voyage. It's the one that I've shown you in a recent clip, and it's another one from the house of Loewe, which is Agua de Loewe L. Very similar to Nautica Voyage, but imagine this one much better blended with a better quality and even a better performance. That's how this one smells. So right now it's number 3 with this one, Arabian Nights by Jesus del Pozo. Can be considered an intruder here in this list because when you are reading a title like Arabian Nights, fragrance looking like this, you're probably thinking this is a Middle Eastern like smell, right? Yes, it is, but it doesn't have oud, it doesn't have any heavy notes on this fragrance. It's actually pretty bright, spicy, and the saffron here is the main player, which gives the fragrance that Middle Eastern like smell. But it's very pleasant, very easy to wear, and it makes this fragrance so interesting and so unique to be worn during the summer. That's why this fragrance, I'm recommending it in this list. I'm putting it in this list because it lasts long, it has that Middle Eastern like performance, but it has a summer like smell. Number 2, I have not just one, but 3 fragrances from the house of Parfums Vintage. Yes, Parfums Vintage makes fragrances inspired by more popular fragrances, but the thing with them is that their perfumes are highly concentrated. So even though they are going to make inspired by more popular summer fragrances, they're going to last long and project really well. That's their main advantage. This one is Emperor Cologne Intense, their version of Creed Aventus Cologne. When I reviewed this one, I got it right before they released it, so it was still fresh, and I didn't think it got enough time to macerate because I did a side-by-side comparison with Creed Aventus Cologne, and that one outperformed this one. But nowadays when I'm wearing this one, I feel like it's a really good performer. So I'm looking forward to doing another test, another comparison test to Creed Aventus Cologne. But this can be easily a strong summer fragrance, not just for summer, all year round. But if you smelled Creed Aventus Cologne, you know that it has that more citrusy, bright feeling to it compared to the original Creed Aventus, which that is an all year rounder. The next one, Maverick. This one is their version of M7 Fresh by Yves Saint Laurent, which is now discontinued and expensive and only being sold on eBay. This has a very interesting twist, not just this, but also M7 Fresh, because this is a very fresh fragrance, but with oud, with a note of oud, which is not that heavy wood. It's a designer-like oud, which only gives the fragrance that interesting aspect to it. Still very much a summer fragrance, but it's different. It has this sharp citrusy opening, then it settles down to be more balsamic, but still continuously having that interesting smell, which doesn't actually smell like oud, but it's something very different. And again, it helps pushing the performance of this fragrance. I've actually worn this one yesterday and it got me easily 12 hours constant projection. So really, really good. And this is just Maverick. There's also an intense version if you still don't think this one lasts long enough. And the next one is Evolution de l'Homme Soir, their version of Rojas Elysium. This one is has a kind of a sour opening. That one, the original, is a bit more brighter in the opening, but they settled down pretty similar. And this one lasts a long time, projects softly but constantly, and it smells really, really nice. Definitely a summer scent, but with a good lasting power. And the last one is a fragrance which I don't usually wear at all during the summer because it's too much, it's too strong for me, guys. But it's inspired by a staple again in the fragrance community. Definitely a summer fragrance, inspired by Tom Ford Neroli Portofino, but from the house of Al Haramain. This is Neroli Canvas from their portfolio line. And guys, with the portfolio line, I know they're a bit more expensive, but if you can push your budget a bit and don't go for their cheap fragrances, these ones in the portfolio line, really good, really close to the original, and the performance is beast mode. This one easily 12 hours, 14, 15 easily. And the projection, strong projection. This one is a beast mode Neroli Portofino. I cannot wear this one during the summer, guys. I'm being honest. I've worn this in the winter and it still performed really well. Let me know your opinion on these fragrances. I'm pretty sure you tried at least a couple of them. So as usual, people appreciate your opinion on fragrances, not just me. Until the next video, keep smelling great.